right, my Spanish galleons. Today, like I promised, we're going to break down the difference between being a good ally and an effective ally. This is going to set up pretty much all of the foundations for everything that has to do with mastering the game of allyship. So, last time we talked about how allyship is just applied friendship, applied helpfulness, that when you've earned the trust and rapport of the people who you're trying to help, helping them becomes as easy as it is to help people that you already have decided to care about. So, how do we get into this position where that becomes difficult for people to understand? Well, it's because people have been chasing goodness instead of effectiveness. Effectiveness in friendship is always measured as a function of being able to keep the friendship. When you're trying to be a good ally with people for whom you're not in relationship with, the goodness starts changing and shifting and really starts reflecting collective good, which is really a measure of collective health, which is great. I'm so happy for people to want to be good if it connects to collective health. But there becomes a very important shift where that which seems healthy versus that which actually is healthy gets confused. And more times than not, people will chase after that which seems healthy because they get to stay a part of the group. The reason that we all collectively want to help the collective is because we want to continue to be part of it. So in this type of allyship, there's a survival need that you specifically are now getting out of being good. And so you're going to do things that look good, that sound good, that feel good even. Sometimes to the detriment of the important work that actually gets us health. Now, health is emergent. If you do a bunch of stuff that has huge impact, high leverage, you are going to ultimately affect a community. Their health is going to be dependent on how many opportunities they give you to show up in your superpower, which we're going to talk about much later. But I wanted to create this distinction because when you aren't good, you get punished. And if you aren't being punished directly by someone in your community, you're probably punishing yourself. That leads you to the guilt, shame, avoidance spiral, which is boring at best and just counterproductive at worst. So many people trying to not seem bad will not even show up to allyship. They will consider their good allyship to be staying out of the way, staying out of the fight, which, when said this way, of course sounds absolutely insane, but it is the state of affairs right now. So I created the Mastering the Game of Allyship system so that we could get people moving in the right direction, finding their skills, finding the people who they're uniquely able to help, actually show up consistently, grow their skills up, to combat the sort of fear-based, survival-based, oh, I want to belong, I want to fit in, I want to seem like a good person narratives that we have had pretty much the entire time that we've been trying to make the world a better place.